Wow, this is like digging into my back. Oh, this is a bad spot for a video. Hello everyone, my name's Miranda and today I am here to do my very first official review for the fall 2015 season. I know, it's super exciting, right? And the show I will be reviewing is Blindspot, which airs Monday nights at 10 on NBC, I think. I mean, it could air Saturdays at 9 on CBS. I DVR it, so I have no idea when it's really on. Haven't heard of this show yet. It is that one where you've been seeing ads for it with like a lady who's covered in tattoos. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. That's the one. And it stars Jaimie Alexander, who you may know as Lady Sif in the Marvel Universe, and I wanted to watch the show because it looked like it had an interesting premise with like amnesia and clues and all that stuff. And then also I really think Jaimie Alexander is a really good actress, and I was happy to see her finally kind of get a leading role. So I was excited, to say the least. It's not like I had that high hopes for it. Like if it wasn't good, I would be completely disappointed. But watched it, and I have to say I feel like the pilot was pretty solid overall. I mean, it didn't deviate now too much from what you can pretty much get just by watching the trailer, which is that a lady shows up in a duffel bag in Times Square. She's covered in tattoos. She has no memory of who she is, but then they figure out that her tattoos are clues to stop like terrorist things that are going on and other kind of bad events that can be happening. And the first tattoo that we see is one that has this FBI agent's name tattooed on it, so he's called in to see if he knows her, but he doesn't. And then afterwards it's just kind of going to be like this little tag team of them not only trying to decipher the clues but also figure out who she is, and that's going to be the mystery of probably the whole show. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't want to spoil it, so go watch it before you watch this video, because I definitely have some things I'm going to talk about that may slightly ruin it for you. So if you don't want to be spoiled, thank you for stopping by, but bye for now, non-spoilers. As for the show, there's not really too much, like I said, that you can spoil, because a lot of the pilot was basically what you saw in the trailer, just like the similar ideas and stuff like that. The only thing was we've been getting like more flashbacks as to who Jane was before she lost her memories and everything. It's looking like she might not have been the best person, like she might have been on the wrong side of the field, but then at the same time, like in my mind, and to me the way it's going, it almost seems like that guy, he's obviously, I feel like, the one they're trying to make it seem like did the tattoos to Jane and erased her memory and everything like that. But then he was also the one trying to help the bad guy out who was trying to blow up the Statue of Liberty. I don't know if it's more like he's good or bad, or if he's just kind of like Agent Weller said, he's kind of just like trying to play like this cat and mouse game, like pit the FBI against the bad people, give them a chance to catch them, but then see like who's smarter, like kind of like survival of the fittest thing. So I definitely think there's a lot of intriguing stuff there, and I feel like it's definitely obviously going to be way more twisty and way more complex than just, oh, bad, good. I feel like it's going to be like kind of like conjobbled and other words that I'm going to make up to see what it is, and I'm really excited for it. My only qualms with this were, one, it didn't feel that original. Like, they had the whole thing with Jane and her memories and her tattoos, but other than that, it felt standard crime procedural, and just like nothing really new was explored. And the supporting characters too, I feel like are very underdeveloped thus far. Like they only really had like a couple lines to say, and it's not bad necessarily, because I really don't like when shows like everyone has to have this dark, deep, troubled past, but like I also like people have personalities, so I hope they develop them and make them stand out more than what they have been thus far. My favorite part, hands down, of the show though is Jaimie Alexander as Jane Doe. I think she just nails like all the complexities and all the emotions of someone who wants to help, doesn't know like who they are, but knows that there's something that got them involved in this. And then the more like she's kind of realizing like, what if I'm not just like some innocent random person that got picked? What if like there is something about me? What if I was a bad person before all this happened? I feel like that's gonna take like a psychological toll even more on her, and she just has been nailing like the facial expressions and the tones and everything so far to make it very believable, even though it's a completely unusual story. And I like so far kind of her relationship with Agent Weller, how he seems to be like very sympathetic almost toward her. Like when everything like gets too rough for her, like she just automatically goes to him and he's just kind of like, it's okay. And I like that whole dynamic thus far, that it's not really like he's pitying her, but he knows at the same time like how hard this is. And it's been suggested online by people that they might have known each other in the previous, before her memories were wiped and she doesn't remember and maybe he doesn't remember, because people are like, their connection is just like so intimate and so like trusting already that it kind of feels like there has to be something more. But I don't know if that's just like Weller, who he is as a person, if he's just like very open and very like understanding to other people's emotions and stuff like that. But you can definitely see where they're starting to trust each other, and they definitely have like funny little relationships when he kept not wanting to bring her in even though she knew Chinese, and every time like someone would say something he would be like, yeah, I know, I'll go get her. Like, he knew he made a mistake. And it was just very, very cool, I think. And also, hands down, best scene was whenever Jane was kind of unlocking her procedural memories. So she realized, like, that she knew how to kick butt because she was a Navy SEAL. And she was just like, boom, boom, boom. And I love how, like, even after she kicks his butt and is, like, basically strangling the guy, like, Willow runs over to her and is like, are you okay? You just kicked a man's butt twice your size, but are you okay, sweetie? And also, the scene in the Statue of Liberty I felt like was awesome. I mean, she ran up a flight of stairs with a bullet wound. I couldn't even run up a flight of stairs without a bullet wound. The whole rest of the season is going to be trying to figure out, like, what exactly she is, who she is, where she came from. But then also, obviously, like, the clues on her back, so it's kind of probably going to be, like, a different clue every week is what I'm assuming and trying to figure out. But eventually you're going to run out of tattoos. I mean, she has a lot, but you gotta think long term. So something else has to happen, and that's what I'm very interested to see. I'm definitely intrigued so far, but I'm not entirely sold, I have to say. Like, it might be one that I tune into every once in a while. Not every week, but we will see what happens. So if you have watched Blindspot, please feel free to leave any reactions you had to it down below, if you liked it or not. And also, while you're there, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure to comment down below if there's any other fall TV shows you want me to check out, because like I said, I'm definitely game for anything. You just set the DVR, you got some free time, and you watch it. So if there's any other shows you'd be interested in seeing me review, let me know down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel to be told when I make all sorts of new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!